creates the ignorant frustration of society built on labels and the powerful economy that exists there. Our final forecast.
Who am I? I am the franchise in a favorite sport of mine who wins all the past time, but whose payroll exceeds any other team, which seems to be a vast crime. I am the lucrative salary I receive from a multi-million-dollar company that submits false balance sheets and pays no tax on poverty. While I can cherish this, I feel it's an embarrassment. I am the institutions I decided to attend after high school, which had filled me to the brim with knowledge that quite possibly I could have attained without paying thousands for college. I am the A I received on the assignment that I plagiarized because the due date was not appropriately emphasized. I got where I wanted to be and the ends justified the means. However, while I can cherish this, I feel it's an embarrassment. I am also my crazy redneck cousin who I love because she's blood, even though her immaturity makes her sweeper under the rug. I am the religion that helps me cope with life, but is a religion marred by hypocritical and judgmental practitioners alike. I am the political party which I have claimed to represent, although many of its ideals I find hard to comprehend, leaving me with discontent. And finally, I am the country that is the most powerful in the world, where all men are created equal, in one nation under God, the land of the free and the home of the brave. It is in fact a divided people, in a nation asking, where is God? The land of media prepotency and home of too many afraid. It could be my predominantly white European descent that has landed me in a pit of rejection as I continue to question the real significance of my inheritance while I can cherish it. I feel it's an embarrassment. Because when I analyze my heritage, I see on one side an army of terrorists. It was my English brethren who set out on a conquest to discover the new world, and upon their discovery of a world already inhabited, we immediately thirsted to conquer these savages. As a rabid wolf driven to madness, we were consumed by our greed to pillage this majestic landscape from its inferior aborigines. Becoming a widespread wildfire, we swept through the land, killing and forcing the retreat of a helpless people without proper means to extinguish this conflagration. Spreading further west, this fire would manifest a truly corrupt trait that would define our destiny. A need. But this ain't even the hot seat. We knew we couldn't thrive on this charred terrain on our own. The infertility could not be overcome alone. It would require much more manpower to develop the new nation. But this requirement would only justify a most heinous operation. Having caught word of an entire continent of inbred, ill-equipped individuals, we became extraterrestrials, using uber-advanced technology to abduct defenseless beings and force them into assisting our grand experiment. While I can cherish this, I feel it's an embarrassment. Because after hundreds of years with these assistants in bondage, we finally freed them in an attempt to pay homage. And yet many of my people's hateful prejudice today has ceased to reach a stoppage. Which way I can't forget about my Irish brethren. Because under famine and English political oppression, we fled our homeland to find a better life in America. The white Americans treated us much like the former Negro slaves as we faced inadequate living conditions, work, and wage. However, by selling out to these tyrants, deciding to embrace our similar skin tone, we were finally granted equality. And now we are celebrated as a crazy, comedic, and drunken people all across the land. While I could cherish this, I feel it's an embarrassment. And maybe this explains why I've begun to latch onto a culture of a people with the opposite skin tone of mine, who were enslaved by my people and have dealt with nothing but struggle for thousands of years. I think it explains my aunt marrying an African American. The do-rag I wore to school in 4th grade. Close relationship with the only 3 black players on our high school football team. It probably explains my rebellion and detachment growing up in a predominantly white suburban upper middle class town, and all the stuck-up bitch moms who would advise their kids not to hang around me. Why I unplugged myself from the matrix of a business college because Tupac Shakur started speaking to me. Why I then followed in his footsteps by auditioning and being accepted to a performing arts school to perform acting and a rap career. Leaving my racist, closed-minded frat bros behind to let my previously unrealized talent surface. You know, I used to get white boy wasted almost every night with my brothers in Tampa. But see, now, I like to kick back, sit yak, split sacks, and spit raps with all my homies. Maybe it's just the concept of survival of the fittest that explains people of a certain pigment being historically the richest, and yet many today remain bigots. In any case, I can say I have pride in my people's willingness to strive to investigate our planet so that humanity could rise to new heights only imagined and impossibly realized. With all that being said, for now, in these times we live, I'm gonna just belittle my somewhat tainted ancestry, promote my sacred artistry, so that I can push for global harmony, now in the words of the legend Bob Marley. One love, everybody.